All right, today is, I don't even know what day it is. We haven't posted for the past couple days, mainly because of the fact that I've been trying to nail this insurance test, and I failed it for the third time in a row. Actually, like about an hour ago, so. Yeah, it was, I won't lie, it was a bit easier of a pill to swallow, doing it the third time, but it's still pretty painful, you know. But I see the upside to it, and it's just something we're gonna have to grind for. But we're facing Maurice. He's playing the Pancake Tower, which is something we don't like to see, but he goes Mega Minion in the back. It's kind of interesting. We'll just cycle our Tesla here, see if we can get back to our Evo Tesla as soon as possible. Any golems are back. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to Expo here, and we just need to try to get as much damage and bait out as much elixir as possible in this right-hand lane. Of course, he can full commit, but I'm really hoping that's not going to be the case here. We do bait out a nice little 3, but we also do, in return, have to spend 2. So we'll go E-Spirit plus Knight, and then if that pulls to our Expo, we'll just let that go. It does not. Okay, we have to get back to a second log here to defend this push. We are going to be in a bit of a deficit right now. Oh my god, wait, it doesn't kill the... such a wasted E-Spirit. Okay, I think we can bring this back. If we can Knight placement correctly and pull that. Nice. Okay, we were able to pull the Lumberjack. Insane. But the Lumberjack just murders my Knight. He literally just murders it. Oh my god. Okay. Well, that's a little unfortunate. Yeah, beatdowns are incredibly difficult to get past, especially in this meta, because everyone plays beatdowns. But, yeah, we're going to see what we can do. Come back from this matchup. It's already not looking very, very good at all. He goes Golem, opposite lane. Yeah, I'm not too excited for this at all. Especially for the fact that he has vines. It's not going to be fun. But what we're going to do is we're going to Knight through this. Okay. Okay, it doesn't even matter. Yeah, it's just distracted. Yeah, that's game. We can't come back from this. But, yeah, alright. Pretty much just loot. Yeah, you just got absolutely dog shitted on. Okay. Yeah, there's really nothing we could do in that scenario. I tried to Knight high to probably, to try to at least snipe the witch. That was kind of a bad play now that I think about it. Should have just defended my Expo. But now we're facing Zungwawa. I don't even know what his name is. But we'll Skelly's a bridge here. See what this guy does for it. He does have the cannon after all. So it does put us in a nice little elixir lead. We're just going to fireball that barrel. Let's kind of see what he goes here. He goes Fire Spirit. So we need the archers on that, unfortunately. But on the plus side, it does get us closer to our Evo archers. So it seems like we're facing typical just log bait. So let's play this as well as we possibly can. There's skeletons on that too, plus E-Spirit. I think it makes sure we make... Okay. Apparently I didn't need the E-Spirit, but... Steel. It's good. Good, Anakin. Good. We'll just Tesla here the middle. Just to deal with that little rascal and also the Fire Spirit. Nice. Okay. So in this scenario, I do have a defending Tesla up. I'm just going to go in, kind of see what this guy's going to be playing with. I think it's just going to be some sort of spam, I won't lie. So we're going to go Knight here. Okay, so he does get back to his wall breakers. A little unfortunate. Yeah, we're just going to let all that go. We're going to have to cycle back to another set of... yeah, we're going to eat quite a bit of damage off that push. But it is okay. I think what I can do if I need to is I can just go pure defensive bow. And then just get as much utilization off that, and then just start going in as much as I can. Utilizing that defensive bow. So we won't do that just yet, but we'll go Tesla here in the middle, just so that we can start to defend whatever push he's going to start to bring up here. We're going to go Expo now. He goes Wall Breakers. We're going to go Knight to block that. Yep, there it is. We go E-Spirit here too. He gets back to a second Valkyrie. Little unfortunate, but we're going to go E-Spirit up high. Log. Should clean all that up very nicely. Okay, beautiful. We're going to counter push with this Expo again. Let's see what this guy has. I think he's back to another Valk. I'm not entirely sure. Oh man, he played it way too late. So we're going to go Knight to block. He also has that. We're going to push it into the corner. Oh my god. It's shit on. Cry, you fat fuck. We're going to go Log. Tesla. Yeah, that's game. That is game. Get absolutely shit on, bitch. Get out of my game. Absolutely predicted. Just micro predictions. But it's gonna be an easy matchup against him. I don't think that guy had any big no, he had vines to reset, so I suppose he didn't know about that little pull that you can do on whatever card is going down the opposite lane. You can pull it into the opposite lane beyond that. But yet again, I did have somewhat of a good matchup. It would have gotten to the point that he would just stalled out my Expo and then just reset it anytime he needed to. And then just kept getting bait damage. Good thing that the matchup didn't get to that point. Because if it did, it would have definitely been quite difficult to deal with by all means. But this guy sets up with the Sparky in the back first play. Unfortunately, we didn't have our Expo in hand to punish that, but yeah, we'll see what we can do here. He goes in pretty extensively. We're going to Knight. Comes down with the Vines kind of late, but that mini Peck is going to be an issue. Have to come down with the Log, and then also Archers, please kill that mini P.E.K.K.A. Okay, nice. Okay, we're able to mitigate as much damage as possible. We do lose like almost 1,600 damage worth, which is kind of bad. But yeah, it was a little bit of a cheeky play, especially on his end. If he Sparky's back, we're gonna go in opposite lane of that. As soon as he does, I'm not too worried about leaking a little bit of elixir here. I don't want him to Goblin Giant first, but I'm just gonna Knight the back, see if we can bait out some sort of small card here. Maybe a guards. Okay, so it does P.E.K.K.A. the back now. I'm gonna go in opposite lane and get ready to Tesla in this position, just so that we can snipe that Gob Giant. Okay, so he doesn't play Gob Giant. He does indeed go with that card. We're gonna Skellies on that just to kill it as quick as possible. And then I think it'll just take a log just to take that out. But we'll go Tesla here. Okay, I kind of thought I missed that Tesla for a second. And then we'll go boom. And then I'm just going to let that go from here. Okay, just kill that. All right, so we were able to mitigate majority of the damage there. We also did outcycle his Mega or Gob Giant. Okay, beautiful. Should get a clean little reset on that. Oh my god, please. Nice. That was really good. Unfortunately, though, he's going to get a reset on... Oh, wait, that actually doesn't reset. That is actually very surprising. But we'll go our Knight, Skellies, just to make sure we can mitigate all that damage. On the Mega Minion to pull that up, and then beautiful. We're going to set up with a defensive Expo now. Because we're going to have to defend all these shenanigans that's coming our way here in a bit. But we're just going to go Fireball, and that gives us a nice little Fireball value. I'm also going to set up with a Tesla in this position too. And we're going to go Knight early to maybe make sure we distract those Spear Gobs. And then we're going to go E-Spirit to bait out that Sparky shot. And then Archers here. And then also come down with Skellies just to clean that up. Beautiful. Nice. Okay, we're going to go in now. I'm going to Tesla up high too. Okay. And then we're going to go Knight in front of that. He does get back to a second. Or, yeah, he was saving his mother or his witch. But it's fine. We'll just log that or Fireball that away. We'll also come down with a log on that too, just to make sure we're not taking too much damage. We'll go Skeletons on that just to DPS that down, or distract it, I mean. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go Just E-Spirit just to make sure we don't sack a damage. Ah, fuck, okay. That was kind of annoying, I won't lie. But what we'll do is we'll just cycle our log here just to break that through. We'll go Knight to block just in case if he finds. He does Vine, and then... So we'll go E-Spirit the back here. It does get back to a second... Oh my god, if that connects... If that connects... Oh my god, dude. Wow. Wow, if that connected, we would have just lost. But he gives us another really nice fireball on that witch. So we're going to take that. Evo Archer in opposite lane is putting in work right now. We're going to get back to a second... We're going to get back to our knight just to place that because we do know what he's going to go. He's going to full commit here. We're going to go archers in this position. This is like by far one of my favorite positions to play archers in. We're going to go log. I don't think we have to go fireball just yet. But he's just going to spam us here just to make sure that we have almost like zero option to get damage, of course. But I think we should be a-okay if we come down with the fireball right about now. Comes down with his vines. We'll go skellies, and then that should be pretty much good game. A pretty good solid matchup, you know, just taking the slight damage lead and then knowing kind of what type of spells he has. So definitely a W for the books. We'll take that, walk away with it. Okay, so our goal is to at least get to 2. I would love to get to 2,200. That'd definitely be a new PR for me. Or, you know, like logged season PR. My PR is 2,400, but I never got logged. Kind of tilted after that game, I won't lie. But we'll just go our archers in the back, see if we can force out some sort of response. So he does go Tesla here. We're just going to go Expo. Just so that we can really see what this guy's playing with. Okay, so he goes E-Giant. We're just going to Tesla up high just so that we can start DPSing down that E-Giant. Plus, it gets us one cycle closer to our Evo Tesla, which is something that we want to get to as soon as possible. Plus, it gives us really nice defensive capabilities on the board. So let's... He went E-Giant. I think he's 3 cards away from his E-Giant now. So he goes Knight the back. We're going to cycle to another Expo here because he played both of his tanks. We're going to go in now. He does go that. So he also has Bowler too, which is good to know. Do catch the Firecracker before it shoots. Okay. I think I'm going to have to go with Skellies down low here. Please activate my King Tower. Dang it. That's fine. In this specific matchup, I do think he has a lightning, so we do have to be pretty careful with where we play our Tesla, because he is going to be lightning. He just forfeited it pretty much his elixir lead too. But we're going to cycle our log here just so that we can get a little bit more chip damage on that right-hand side, since that's inevitably the lane that we're going for. We're going to cycle our Tesla in the middle so that we can get back to our next Tesla as soon as possible. Let's kind of see. So he goes Firecracker. I'm just going to fireball the log, or the knight, and the Firecracker at the same time. There is the lightning that I was talking about. Most likely he'll come down with a... Okay, so he does not. I'll go Evo Archers plus log just so that we can DPS that down as soon as possible. Please catch that. Dang it. Okay. Oh, we do get a little bit of chip damage, which is really, really nice. Actually, I don't think he's going to have enough for what's it called? No, it does. He was able to get it down just in time. Wait, if I go Tesla block... Okay, actually, that was... No, yeah, that wasn't enough. I need to go archers. Please kill that. Okay, nice. Fortunately, hopefully the damage evens out. Okay, that was kind of a bad lightning, I won't lie, so we're going to push in right after that. We're going to get ready for his bowler. There it is. We're going to go log here in a second when he barrels. Okay, there it is. We catch that. Gosh. Okay. I think Archer should... Yeah, he blocked that one Archer hit. That was pretty good on his end. So we're going to Tesla up high, get back to a knight to block just in case. We're going to go archers in this position too, just so that we can DPS down that. We do have to get back to a second Tesla just to mitigate. Okay, that was good. We didn't eat that damage there. Yeah, that's gonna be kind of difficult, I won't lie. I need to just try to keep going into pressure here, just so that he can't really, like, so he can't really get anything going. That's my inevitable goal. But it gets back to another one. We're gonna go Tesla up high, just so that we can start DPSing all that down. We're gonna go Skelly's in this position too. And we're gonna come down with a log here just to clean all that up. Beautiful. Actually, we're gonna come down with another X-Spell right now too. It doesn't have, he won't have his, okay, hold on. But Skelly's to block that, nice. Okay, we're gonna have to go log on that right-hand side. I think we can do the pull that we just did. No, unfortunately not. Yeah, that's fully dead. We're gonna go with a high, no, we're gonna wait here a second before we play it. But we're gonna go with a high skeleton, or high there. Yeah, that was actually, that was well played on his end. Yeah, I think we just lost because of that. Yeah, that's gonna get so much damage. And it snipes my other. Yeah, these beatdown decks are kind of brutal, I won't lie. I have to, like, I think this matchup's pretty much over at this point. Yeah, this game. I can't come back from that. Ugh, that firecracker just splashed all over my tower, dude. Yeah, screw this guy, dude. Screw this guy. Playing with such skill. But, yeah, couldn't come back from that. We had somewhat of a, some, like, momentum going into that, but, man, these beatdowns are just becoming more and more brutal now. But, yeah, let's see what we can do. I am having a bit of a hard time facing a lot of these beatdowns because there's just really so many of them. It's genuinely so ridiculous how many beatdowns I'm facing. Even with the nerf, which is like the worst part, like the amount of, like, the nerf that they nerfed all these cards, I'm still facing quite a bit of them. So it's kind of unfortunate to see. I do have to unfortunately knight on that just so that we don't eat that one hit, but we do get to bait out some sort of card. He goes that, actually we're gonna go Expo now because he's spent a lot of elixir on that actually, and that pulls it into the opposite lane. What is this guy doing? What I'll do is I'll just go with a kite here just to pull that off. And then I'll be able to get back to my archers and just full counter this bowler. So he does get back to he does have a balloon in his deck. So we're going to go to Tesla here just to pull that over, and then that should be a pretty solid defense here. So it seems like we're facing some sort of, or we're facing Lumberloon, matter of fact. So we do have a pretty solid matchup against this. I do feel fairly confident going against Lumberloon itself. So he goes Knight the back. Looks like we're down about 3-ish elixir, so we're not going to play anything just yet. All right, we'll match his Knight now. We didn't want to log on that because, you know, if we did log on it, then we're going to still have to spend the Knight, and we're going to be down 2 elixir on top of the amount that we're already down. So I figured it was kind of better to not play that. I'm going to go archers in this position just so that we can snipe that Inferno, or that E-Drag, just so that we don't have to deal with it here in like 2 minutes. I know whenever it does cross the river. Do get a couple ticks with our Evo Archers. Evo Archer does get 2 ticks on the Inferno Drag, which is very, very nice. We're going to go Knight in this position, and then we're going to go Tesla here too, just so that we can start sniping that Inferno Dragon as well. We're going to go E-Spirit as 2, and then also Archers just to make sure he can't get a really good freeze on my closer side tower that he's aiming for, because I have lost matchups because of that. We're going to go Knight here too. Cycle our Skellies. He goes in with a Bowler. We're going to go Archers here, just so that we can start dealing with that. Hopefully we can get back to this Knight. Okay. Yeah, we do eat a small little sack with that. But we'll go boom. Evo Archers here too, just so that we can get them in that optimal position. We're going to have to go Fireball as well, just so that we don't eat that hit, and then we can let all that go. So pretty solid defense right there. Yeah, I was about to say if I were to eat that, I would have been pretty upset. I'm gonna knight the back here, going same lane as that Electro Dragon. He's gonna Inferno Dragon the opposite lane. We'll just cycle our Skillies. We're gonna go with a Tesla up high just so that we can start DPSing that down. That was kind of an awkward tornado, I won't lie. But off of that, I do need to get back to a second Tesla, which we are back to it now. I think that Rage will kill. No, it does not kill my archers, which is very nice. My archers can get full utilization in that scenario. We do come down with another Fireball on that Inferno Dragon. We're just going to cycle our archers in the back. We're going to play this matchup slow because we can. I'm going to go Tesla Pulse on this too, just so that we can kill that that dragon as quick as possible. He's going to go... actually, I'm just going to go in right now. Yeah, he boulders it back at the same time. That's pretty much game. I think I should put it in Fireball range. Yep. There it is. So an easy W. Yeah, that's kind of how you play that matchup. But yeah, that's where we're going to leave the video off. We didn't hit our goal, unfortunately, but we do have tomorrow's video. And if I'm inconsistent with posting, most likely it means I'm either grinding for this insurance test or I'm grinding off screen. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.